But let's review what we did right from the top of the show here. Monday morning, first thing we did, we added Micron. We was already in our model portfolio. We doubled down Micron in our model portfolio ahead of all the AI earnings. Now, what I will tell you, I may start placing some call option bets for MU earnings. MU earnings, I believe, are June 26th. So I may be looking for, let me just double check that, guys. Yeah, June 26th. So I may be looking to place a little bit of MU going into earnings 2 weeks from now. And that's about it. Now, best is stock picking, and we try to do that in all market environments. So let's head on over to our top picks from last week, whereas Friday was MU and ARM. All right. MU and ARM, I stayed with it over the weekend. MU up 3%. MU has earnings coming up. Actually, let me switch quickly to our model portfolio. Where can I find that here? Okay, there we go. So our model portfolio, we did 2 times MU. Honestly, I think, did I say Friday? Maybe consider 3. I know for me, it's because if you do 25% across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 positions, that's a 2.5% position times 2, 5%, somewhere close to 5%. All right, cool. I'm like 5, 6% in my own portfolio on MU. But man, I've been saying for a while, like I'm tempted to really consolidate Google, Amazon, Microsoft into just a QQQ and focus in on NVIDIA, Micron, TSM, and ARM. All of these great news this morning. Oracle, great earnings. SMCI next. This is such a beautiful list. Like seriously, Google, Amazon, Microsoft, great companies, but like maybe that's for really safe money long term, like QQQ type stocks. But if you want to really supercharge like a swing portfolio, I think you focus in on NVIDIA, Micron, TSM, ARM, SMCI, Dell, and Oracle. All right. So that's such a beautiful list. Oh my gosh. So Micron earnings next week. I've been saying for a long time, we doubled up on our model portfolio last week, added it as a trade position because earnings are next week. We have all these AI tailwinds coming from obviously NVIDIA split, Oracle split. That's driving a tailwind here on stocks like Micron, TSM, and ARM, which has additional catalysts themselves this morning. Let's take a look at this. Micron, actually, you know what? I really got get my phone to work, but let's see. Micron, bunch of analyst upgrades here this morning. Let's see what we got. We got Bank of America raising from 144 to 170. We're at 141 now. Okay. 145 pre-market. So that's a big increase. Bank of America, 144 to 170. We also have Susquehanna, 143 to 185. So look at the conviction these guys have ahead of earnings next week. Do we have more? Let's see. We got Susquehanna, Bank of America. Those are the 2 big ones this morning. So now you get this chart breaking out to new highs. Analysts really bullish on it. We've been bullish on this for months. Earnings next week. I really like this, man. Micron and ARM. ARM on Friday got into the NASDAQ. So proximal catalyst that just happened, a recent catalyst, an upcoming catalyst with Micron earnings report next week. So these are much more powerful plays that can have much faster moves. I believe Micron and ARM today and this week. But it's hard to play these gap ups. I got to be honest with you. You should have been with us Friday, and then you would have had your position at MU. You would have had your trade position. Good morning. It's Tuesday, June 18th. I'm having trouble again with my phone screen. I got to use my desktop. All right. So anyway, I'll figure that out, and it's better for you guys anyway when I'm on desktop. So Yesterday was an epic day. We played a little bit for you, some clips from our MU predictions. This is my largest position. It's our highest conviction AI stock. In just a second, we're going to go through our model portfolio and a whole bunch of changes we made yesterday. All right, so we'll go over that in just 1 second. But first, quick macro review. We had some economic data this morning. Retail sales coming in lighter than expected, increased by 0.1% versus 0.2 expectations. That could be good. It could be a situation of bad news is good news. You can see the pop in TLT reflecting expectations for lower rates. Lower rates, good for risk assets like IWM. All right. So I've been bullish IWM for a couple days since the other economic data that came out last week. So that's the macro picture. But as I've been saying every day, I'm more of a stock picker, and I think we do really good picking stocks in all market environments. So that being said, let's look at yesterday's picks we gave you. We gave you 4 picks for the day, and then a 5th pick that was more of a swing trade in SMCI. So Micron's also a swing trade and a long-term stock, and in our model portfolio, it's an. So Micron was our number 1 pick yesterday. Another big open green candle. That's what we like to look at, because you can go to a lot of other shows and people are talking up whatever stocks may be moving that day in pre-market, but then it's very hard on these gap opens. Are you going to make money? So we judge ourselves by if it's an open green candle or not, which means if you get in at 9:30 a.m. and you hold it to the close, you're going to make money. So that was the case in MU yesterday, our number 1 pick of the day. And it was our number 1 pick also Friday to swing into this week. And Friday didn't make money, but we held it over the weekend and it started paying off. Earnings June 26th. I think you're going to see a continued bid under the stock. I think pullbacks are going to continue to be buyable through at least until earnings. All right. Hopefully I'm going to keep some for earnings, obviously, but not everything. All right. So that's still looking great. MU, we have some collaboration. Oh, let me change the banner here. For our Discord, we are now in pre-launch for our Discord. There's a free room in there at storytrading.com/Discord. We got some technical traders in the community who can help with execution on some of these analysis I do in the morning and the trade ideas I give in the morning. And I know there's a couple people out there who I trust very much, giving us targets like 160 on the technicals on MU. All right, another pick we gave you yesterday, ARM. ARM didn't quite work out yesterday. It was kind of flat for the day from the open, but the thesis, I think, still stands. A big cup formation after the QQQ inclusion last Friday. It's in our model portfolio, but I don't like it nearly as much as MU because of valuation reasons. All right, but still in there as a play, looking for this breakout of 167.69. TSM. Also, did that happen? That didn't have an open green candle yesterday, but also in our model portfolio, and we're keeping this because of the multiple analyst upgrades they got yesterday. Plus, they're looking at increasing. They're looking at increasing their sale costs on some products that they're selling that there's high demand for. All right, app we gave you yesterday for the first time as a trade idea to swing this here to the 20 DMA 81. We're keeping that. Now, a couple exciting ones that I want to go over, and then we may make some, we'll start ranking these for trades of the day. So SMCI, beautiful breakout yesterday. I really like this into the August earnings. I'm looking for new all-time highs over 1260 there by the time earnings come, whether it's on the backs of great earnings or whether because it's a split. So I think you're going to see dips being bought for the next month or two on SMCI. Next proximal target right up here. I said yesterday in the Discord 950 plus, but if you zoom in a little bit, this is an area triple top right here at about 970. 970 is a reasonable target. I think that can be attained within the next couple of days or early next week on SMCI. All right, DELL, beautiful. Look at this. It's gapping above the 20 DMA. I missed this move yesterday during the day. But now I see it. Wait a second. It's back below the 20 DMA. All right, so that's an important level, but the RSI is low. I'm going to anticipate that we will break above the 20 DMA. All right, this was the earnings. Didn't have great earnings. I think it was a margin issue, but their guidance was good. So 144.31, low RSI, AI tailwinds. You break this 20 DMA, then you're into the gap. Well, 144.80. So we want to break 144.31 and then 144.80, and then this thing can really move maybe into the 160s. Let me see. There's a comment here. Do I take any questions? Yes, if there's time. It's 9:13. There's time to get. I end the show latest like 9:25. So put your comments in there, and I'll try to get to it, or questions in there. All right. So Dell, SMCI. All right. There's some news on Google. I don't think it's enough to move the needle. Some news on Beyond Insider Buy. I don't think it's going to be enough to move the needle. So we're going to come back to this in just 1 second and rank the top picks for the day and kind of designate if we think they're day trades or swing trades. We'll do that in just a second. But first, let's move on to our model portfolio, because we had a lot of changes at the close yesterday, which we communicated to our members. Actually, let me first put in yesterday's performance here. All right, so yesterday's performance, I didn't have a chance to do that. Wait a second, 614 was yesterday 617. Oh, we had a weekend. All right, so 617.24. Our equal weighted portfolio return 0.59%. Our weighted portfolio return 0.43% for the day, and looks like we underperformed SPY yesterday at 0.8%. All right, so now bunch of big changes here we're doing. All right, we want to go even bigger overweight on MU. So we did this at yesterday's closing price. So we're going to go from a 2x overweight in this AI sector to 3x. We're going to fund that by removing NVIDIA there, because we're going to go back in NVIDIA. So we're going to 3x on that. All right, on SMCI, we're going from 1x to 2x. All right, and we're going to fund that. Yesterday, we said by removing, oh no, it wasn't Bros, it was Shop. All right. We're moving Shop because it hit our target. So Shop is out of here. All right. And we're moving this piece over to AI bucket. That causes this allocation to go down to 22.5%. And this one to move to 27.5%. Let's put in the decimals here. Format number. How do we add the decimals? Here it is. Okay. All right. So now we got a little extra weight in here. Wait a second. Oh, we have an extra unit because, oh, this is beautiful. I was looking for an extra unit to add Dell because guess what? We also going DraftKings to 1. All right, so what I'm going to do, and I have to adjust this manually because I want to go 2x on Dell. All right, we're going to go 2x on Dell. This takes us to 30% and this to 20%. All right, but the second unit is being bought at the open. So I'm going to make a manual calculation later for our tracking purposes. Bought at opening price. All right. So that's we like to make your changes at 4 p.m. Much easier for this calculation on this spreadsheet. So this is the one change we're making here at the open. All right. Additional changes we're making here is we're going VKTX from 1x to 2x, and we're funding that with a decrease in Lilly and Novo. Lilly's been exploding. So VKTX at really low prices. So I want that to be half of our GLP-1 exposure right now. So these are the changes we made here for our model portfolio for today. Looking good. Everyone comments on my hair. I've had the same hairstyle for like over 30 years, and I'm not going to change it. I love it. I just gel it straight back, and that's my look, and it'll be my look till the day I die. All right. So in any case, let's see what else we got here. So for today, we got continued Micron, ARM. What are we? It's really a matter of I like all these. What are we going to make the top pick? I have to be honest with you. I'm going to throw. I want to make sure Dell and SMCI are in the top 5 today, along with continued bid on MU. All right, and then we'll have App in there still on this move. It looks like a clean breakout here to the 20 DMA. It's a little move, all right, but it looks like something with a high percentage probability of happening. And ARM and TSM are still around. We like them in our model portfolio, but for today, I like to focus on like 3 to 5 stocks max. So I'm really intrigued by this 20 DMA breakout here. Really intrigued by this breakout we talked about, plus the AI tailwinds, plus the split speculation that's going to come in a month or two. And MU, you can keep on buying the dips. MU's been our top pick for like many days in a row right now. Only reason I'm not going to make it number 1 is because we're gapping up 2.44%. So All right, gapping up 2.44%. So maybe, maybe there's going to be pullback opportunities in MU to take advantage of rather than buying the open. Dell, I bought in pre-market. I might buy some call options right at the open. SMCI only up 0.86%. I think I can tolerate. I did actually add more in my longer term account in SMCI reflective of our model portfolio. I did that already in pre-market. So I like these because not as much as the gap up. So I'm going to put them ahead of MU, which I think you can keep on buying those dips until the earnings. But 2.48% gap makes me put this in the number 3 position. And then these 3 are down here, less conviction or less return, honestly, like in the case of app, and maybe for today, less conviction in ARM. ARM's the most volatile one. I'm a little bit scared of ARM, but it's in there. This thing is just crazy. It's very expensive too. All right, so hope you got that. Dell, SMCI, MU. Really, those are the top 3. DraftKings, we reduced our position on Sunsign. Thank you for asking that. DraftKings, because we doubled down on DraftKings over here on this gap down on that news of the tax in Illinois, I think it was. All right, we thought it overreacted to that, so we're banging the table on DraftKings. We doubled our position, and then we sold that position at the closing price yesterday. That was a beautiful execution on DraftKings. Still like it long term, but as far as the overweight position, that was an easy call, in and out, and that's that. So head on over now. We are in pre-launch on our Discord. All right. You won't see all the channels. We're building all the channels in the back end right now. There's just like one waiting room where I'm chatting. I am interacting with there, and there's other collaborators in that community. You can head on over to storytrading.com/Discord and get in for a pre-launch. It's a free room right now over there. And then if you're part of that pre-launch, we're going to give some special links for discounts and coupon codes when we do launch, so you can get either some free trial or big discount off for the first month or so. So stay tuned for that. Just head on over to storytrading.com/Discord. Didn't I talk about TSM? Someone is asking me about TSM. TSM, it's in our model portfolio. I like it a lot. I had good news yesterday. But you know what? Yeah, it's great. It's up there. It's in the top, but not the top 3. I like Dell, SMCI, MU better. TSM, hold it. All right, it's going to keep on going higher. Thank you, everyone. We'll see you in our new Discord. Head on over to storytrading.com/Discord right now. Have a great day. Let's go.